Welcome to my presentation. My name is Montri Suanjaiyen. I'm a student at Sukhothai Thammarat Open University. This is a part of my study on the subject of effective presentation in English. It will take about 5 minutes. If you have any question, please hold it until the end. I'll be happy to answer to your question at that time. Today, I would like to show you how to give a presentation in English for non-native speakers. It is one of the most effective ways to improve your English and also to increase your level of confidence as a professional speaking in English. So let's look at some tips that you can follow in order to give a presentation that is more successful. Now, look at this chart. You can see the first part on the left, things you should do, and the second part on the right, things you should not do. Firstly, use simple language. The first thing you should do is to use simple language. It is easier for you to express your thought and idea and also make it possible for others to understand what you are saying. So try to remember that point. Secondly, speak slowly. If English is not your native language, it is harder to understand you, so you need to speak much more slowly than you think. It will only make it easier to other people to understand exactly what you say. Number 3, the next point, it is visual. To make sure you have native speaker or editors has checked your visual to prevent from grammatically error, spelling error. So take the time to have your slide and handouts edited by an English professional. Number 4, use more verbs instead of nouns. To make sure to use more verbs rather than nouns. To use a lot of nouns will make it difficult to understand. Spoken English sounds more natural when you use more verbs. Number 5, use active verb instead of passive verb. They are much easier to understand. Number 6, watch great presenter in action. One of the best ways to improve your own presentation skill is to watch a master presenter in action. Watching from a learning perspective will help you pick up several tips and strategies such as body language, speaking style, and common English expression. Number 7, learn to use transition words. These words make it easier for your listener to follow your argument. For example, on the contrary, similarly, nevertheless, therefore, and so on. Number 8, write number. Make sure the important number and statistics are written on your slides. Adapt the style of writing and saying the number to country where you are making your presentation. These are examples that you should do. Now, look at something that you should not do. Firstly, don't use abbreviation. To make sure not to use abbreviation or acronym, just say the full name and use the abbreviation once you have explained it. After that, you may use the shorter version. Secondly, avoid jargon. The jargon is a special style of language in the particular field used when they speak to each other. So when you speak to general audience, try to use plain English language to explain what you mean. Number 3, avoid slang. To make sure not to use slang. You don't know how to use it. Slang used incorrectly just sounds not professional. Number 4, avoid crush words. When people are nervous, they sometimes use sound instead of words while they are thinking the right word, what to say next. However, try your best not to overuse crush words or sound. Example, you know, and so on. It can be annoying for the listener. While you are thinking, keep your mouth closed to avoid these crush styles. And next, number 5, avoid idiom. Although many English learners enjoy using idiom, don't use so unless you have mastered the use of idiom. An idiom used incorrectly sounds funny or ridiculous and usually be that of your thought. Now, that's all. So these are some basic knowledge for do and don't for giving a presentation in English. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this video. If you have any question or suggestion, please feel free to put your comment after the end of this video. Thank you and goodbye.